Hello friends, my name is Jan Gustafsson and this is yet another episode of Banter Blitz, the great show where I play Blitz games against Chess24 premium users. And then, we talk in our various chats, mainly of course in the Chess24 chat, in the Twitch chat. Those are all the chats. I think that's the concept of the show. Maybe at the end we will all learn something valuable about chess, even though in episode 208, and with me having just eaten a giant burrito, which made me very, very sleepy, I believe the odds of that are not so good. But, there's other things in life than chess. For example, health. Good health is very important. Anything else? Money? Can money buy health? Health buy money? No, health can't buy money. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked here. Challenge me to a game of chess. My username is Jan. If you happen to be a Chess24 premium member, if you happen to not be one, you can become one. If you use the voucher code Janistan, you get 15% off. And now, without too much further ado, let us jump right into the action. Really, I'm sleepy. And play against Frozy Ghoul. Frozy Ghoul? Is that the French word for frog-leg? No. Frozy Ghoul? I don't know. I don't think we've ever played Mr. Frozy Ghoul. So let's do this. Oh, it's a 3-minute game. I don't like those for warming up, as you know, because I have to make all these moves so quickly. That does not give me time to explain all my thoughts in the excruciating detail. I would otherwise tell you what goes through my mind. Like here. It's mainly what goes through my mind. He's going to play c5. I'm going to play e5. He's going to play knight d5. And then, I don't know what's going to happen. Knight g5. Adventurous. I shouldn't just mess around. I should think. Take this seriously, because we all know what's going to happen if I mess around. I'm going to lose. I'm going to be upset. This show will be a mess. Who wants that? Probably Frozy Ghoul. But it is not my job to make you happy, Mr. Frozy. We can only be responsible for our own happiness. Sleepy Mario, such a hater, saying upset Jan is the best Jan. I could not disagree more. Happy Jan is the happiest Jan. That's what I learned about myself over all these years. And Sachin Roy is saying that money can buy health. I wasn't sure, but I guess it's maybe not a topic to joke about, that in many cases one unfortunately needs money to ensure health. I've had quite a health scare these days, or not really a health scare, that's too strong, but I have been feeling out of breath all the time, and it was bad enough that I went to some doctor on Saturday in the middle of the night because I really trouble breathing, and he told me it's like asthma-like symptoms, which I've never had in my life, so it doesn't sound great. And yeah, I got some inhaler thing and I feel better, but it won't be fun to have this be a permanent thing, so I hope it's not. So yeah, that's the Jan health update. Getting older. As for the position, I'm kind of winning, right? Frozy Ghoul, aren't you in real big trouble? I can't castle anymore. I took one of your pawns. I did a lot of good stuff. I could take on h6, then king g8. Is that counterproductive? Maybe it's not quite worth it, is it? I don't know. Maybe just push this guy up the board. Try to mate Mr. Frozy. Not that clear, actually, after CD. At least not to me. Azurmist is saying, just keep smoking, you'll be fine. Just stop smoking, I mean. I'm not smoking. I don't think it's connected to that. But thanks for the advice. Also, if you have medical advice, please clarify if you're a doctor or not in the chat. For me, because there's often confusion about this topic, I personally am not a doctor. Just so you know. I do have strong medical opinions, but technically I'm not a doctor. And there are many states where I'm not even allowed to give medical advice. I felt we should get that out of the way. As for the game, that's the problem with 3 minigames. There's no time. I'm still kind of winning. But time is running out so fast with these 3 minutes. It's very hard to give a detailed account of my current feelings about my health while flagging Frosicle. Yeah. Three-minute Banter Blitz. It's just not the best Banter Blitz. For the lack of banter. Okay. Enough is enough, buddy. You've made it all the way here. I'll take that. My normal theory on such positions is that the side with the extra bishop is a favorite. And it seems like Frosicle does share that theory, and therefore he resigns. So thank you for the game, Frosicle. That was exciting. Sachiro is asking, does wanting to be a doctor count? Yeah, I think we can count that. But also state it in your initial statement. Like, I want to be ideally a medical doctor. Because if you're a doctor of law, then still I value your medical opinion more. So just any doctor will do. But yeah, please state your doctoral state or your ambitions about becoming a doctor before giving your medical advice, and then let's take it from there. Let's also play against Duncan McCockiner. Seems like I'm starting out playing strong guys. That's not by design. Don't worry, Patzers. I'll get to you in a minute. Mandrak67 is saying, hello, Jan. Do you play with not so high rated guys? Very much so. I prefer it actually, because usually you guys are weaker, which makes it easier for me to beat you. And I enjoy winning more than not winning. It's a bit of a perk of mine. So this is called the Ragozin. Pretty good opening. Bishop d2. I'm sure you can do it. Would not be on my top 3 list of most critical moves in this position, but with white you can do all kinds of stuff and get away with it. I'm wondering if there is any upside in going bishop d6 deliberately, and I thought there might be, but then I played knight b7 anyway. The point is I kind of want to go knight f8, knight g6, but I don't want him to go knight to e5, so I'm trying to control that e5 square before I start those maneuvers. Now he's gonna go knight f8, e4, which will make the game more boring. It's not exactly a danger. But it's gonna be a bit of a challenge to avoid simplifications. He plays h3, also a decent move, because I'm not yet ready to play, what's that called? Knight to e4. While simultaneously stopping bishop g4, so h3, very logical move as well. The thing is, I would like to play queen e7 to prepare knight to e4, but then I'm a bit worried that then e4 could gain in strength. So I'll mess around a little bit first. I don't think in this position he's particularly well placed to start this minority attack, it's called a3 followed by b4, because the bishop on d2 is somewhat awkward here, and it's hard to play knight d2, knight b3. So fine, white can go e4, and I would guess it's still equal. But I'm not too concerned. He should play e4, because if he waits too long, then one day I might make some active kind of move, rook a3 or queen e7, attacking b4. But I guess e4 keeps it equal. Sparrowfan is saying, I think Dr. Dre would have some predictions. Yeah, that's another very confusing thing, to me at least, about doctors. That some are not real doctors, even though they're doctors. Like, it's the obvious names that come to mind. Dr. Alban, Dr. Dre, Dr. J, Dr. Phil, believe it or not. That's right, Phil. I know what's up. And your name should be just Phil, not Dr. Phil. So those are special cases where maybe you could let me know. I am not a real doctor, but I go by Dr. Phil, and I actually do give people at least psychiatric advice. So that would be like a special situation. And Mathematic is saying, I'm no doctor, but heartburn can cause asthma-like symptoms. That sounds like good advice, or good insight. But you're not a doctor, and you also misspelled mathematic. So how can I trust you on these things? Now he's going to say, no, it's actually properly spelled in my own language, you buffoon. And then we'll be mortal enemies, because he called me buffoon, which he didn't. And I'm going to say, I do not think you have my best health interests in mind. So let's stop this right here. It's all getting out of hand already in my mind. As for this position, I think so far I've been playing a model game against the, whatever this is called, the Carlsbad structure, the minority attack. Then I stopped paying a bit of attention, which often backfires. But I did not really allow him any minority attacking of the A-file. I do have a serious initiative on the king side. And white is to be very, very careful about all kinds of bishop h3, knight g2, queen g5. So I'm very pleased with the outcome of the opening here. And Mathematic is saying, LOL, it's a nickname. See, there's that tension between Mathematic and I that I was trying to avoid, but I had the feeling we were headed down that dangerous road. And now we're mortal enemies. Rook e3, bishop h7. I don't know. I'll play g5. Looks ridiculous. Focus, Jan. You can do this. You're a highly qualified chess grandmaster. Just play some random move, as you always do. And then hope you win, so you can say it was all part of your master plan. That's some grandmasterial advice right there. Rook c2, didn't have a plan for that? Probably not. That's me thinking out loud. No, I don't see an easy win. Sad. So we'll keep making moves. Queen d3. Just in case you have cruel intentions. Duncan McCocaine. Don't want any part of it. Zangetsu T is saying, has anyone seen Dr. Sleep? I have not. I've seen The Shining. But yeah, that's a very good point. concerning our current debate. Is Dr. Sleep a real doctor? Is Ewan McGregor the titular Dr. Sleep? Or how does it all come together? I'd be curious about the answers to that question. Also, should I go watch that movie? I heard it's decent. Shining I'm torn about. I haven't read the book, which is in large part due to the fact that I don't really read books, because I think we can all agree that the movie is pretty much always superior to the book, because we don't have to use our imagination, which is very tiresome, but instead we can view someone else's imagination, which is a lot less tiresome. Therefore, did not read it. I understand why Stephen King and kids out there. I was kidding. Keep reading them books. I understand Dr. Stephen King had beef with it because I think his main issue was that it's very autobiographical, that Shining thing. And in order for it to make sense to him, he needs the Jack Nicholson character to slowly go crazy. While in the movie, let's face it, the dude is a nutbag from the very beginning. Is nutbag a word? Sounds like a word. Therefore, if I was Stephen King, and many people have called me the German Stephen King, mainly because of my love, no, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say, of my passion for bad things happening to children, but that would just be wrong, like fictionally, obviously. So I lost my train of thought. Yes, Stephen King, I think, was rightly upset with Jack Nicholson being such a nutcase in the Kubrick version of The Shining from the get-go, which clearly did not match his vision. How did we get here? Dr. Sleep. So this is Banter Blitz. My name is Jan Gustafsson. I'm a very strong chess grandmaster. In the top 8% of all chess grandmasters, but who's counting? I'm also a renowned opening expert working for the likes of current world champion Magnus Carlsen to share my not priceless, but my fairly cheap opening knowledge with them. My immense focus on openings has made me a much weaker practical player. So once I'm out of the opening, nowadays, the only skill I really have is to make moves more quickly than my opponent, which was on display in this game here against Duncan McCocaine, which I won because he ran out of time. Let's play one of your fish. As promised, we do not discriminate by rating on this show. I'll play Mufin. Mufin might be very good, who knows. There's a debate if anybody's seen Kamsky's show yesterday. I have not seen it, but he crushed poor Cristobal, no? I think he took that one seriously. He probably was very focused on having a good chess result, on being a very nice person, and we all know what chess skills the FFL does have when he's focused, so shout out to Gata. What are your creeps doing? Okay. All good? Castles, this is a mistake. You're supposed to go c5 because you want to put pressure on the d4 pawn as quickly as possible. While even this move spent on this tempo spent on the very natural move castles means that black is not quite in time to put max pressure on the d4 pawn. And we will see the outcome of that in a minute. Drunk Chess is saying King's Gambit is fairly trash at a high level. Yeah, I don't think so. I think King's Gambit is pretty bad at a high level. Now, thanks, Drunk Chess, for sharing these insights. Here you can see the outcome of his earlier imprecision. Is that a word? Should be a word. of starting with castles that black has not really managed to challenge the white pawn center, which doesn't mean he's lost or anything, but it's a bit of a challenge to put pressure here now. And as we know, he who controls the center controls the game. Oh no, that wasn't the rule, right? I think it was save the cheerleader, save the world. Anyway, one of those, and here white is better because he played c5, not castles. Find the cheerleader, save the world? It's been a while. I'm trying to keep my references up to date, but even Hero's like 15 years old, right? Perp Sniper Lord 69, that's an excellent name, is saying, Jan, did you see my previous message? No, I did not, Perp Sniper Lord 69. Maybe you could repeat your previous message, like not the one where you say, did you see my previous message, but the one before that, so that then we could evaluate if me missing your previous message had a negative effect on the show. Anton Squared Me is here. Good morning, Mr. Anton. He's saying, I like mathematics question. Give us some second half of the NBA season predictions, please. First of all, I have a bet against Luc van Vele, famous Dutch grandmaster, which we'll both lose. I took the San Antonio Spurs to make the playoffs in the West. He took the New Orleans Pelicans. And frankly, his side of it looks better than mine. But of course, Memphis will make it. So neither of us is gonna be very happy about that. Which sounds like a good compromise, if both sides are unhappy. That's the definition of a compromise, right? A good compromise. I did not watch the dunk contest. I have a feeling my boy Aaron Gordon got ripped off yet again. Should have won in 2016. Should have won this time. Like 550s, you don't win. Scandalous. Give me that bishop. Perp Sniper Lord 69 saying, I'm friends with Tfue, the world's best and most famous Fortnite player. Wow, congratulations. Would Magnus be interested in playing some chess or Fortnite with him? I do not know that. I cannot speak for Magnus, but I will happily stalk Mr. Tfue and pass on your humble brag. Because really, you're just bragging about being friends with him. No, but I'll pass it on, which I have no clue. Maybe. Mathematic is saying, Pelicans have an outside shot. The Grizzlies have the toughest schedule. Yeah, let's hope that does not happen. I won this game in, may I say, fantastic style. By checkmating Mufin. Thanks for the game, Mufin. Let's play Eirik SA from the Norways. How you doing, Eirik? Remuse is saying, NBA is unknown in good old Europe. No. NBA is very big here, especially among chess players. A lot of the world's top chess players, and me, follow the NBA very closely. Magnus, Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, Levon Aronian, all giant NBA nerds. I think it's the statistical nature of the game that attracts us to it, and the fact that you don't really have to watch basketball to be a fan. Let's face it, I barely see any games. I listen to my podcasts, I make fun of Minnesota, and you really don't have to watch any games to know that Karl Anthony Towns does not play defense and that Wiggins was the worst contract in the league, but now maybe that honor will be passed on to D'Angelo Russell. Therefore, no, we're very up to date about the Nationwide Basketball Association. And yeah, that is what NBA stands for. You do not believe me? Watch the Shaquille O'Neal Ali G interviews. Martin83 is saying, what's interesting with current soft NBA and Afro-American boys shooting three whenever they can? Mildly disturbing undertones there, but would you prefer white guys shooting twos, or what's your point? I love the current NBA, but as mentioned, I don't see a lot of games, so I really don't know. I mainly follow the banter around the league. Just like with chess. Gay porn. Gay spelled gay, porn spelled P-A-W-N. Just to clarify, that's a premium user on Chess24 saying, I remember basketball being huge in the 90s and then dying away. Did it really die away though? I also got into basketball first in the early 90s when I was following the Orlando Magic with Shaq and Penny. That was my first team that I stalked. I also enjoyed the New Jersey Nets with Derek Coleman. And then I lost interest for a while until I guess the late 2000s when Dirk lost to, the Dallas Mavericks, lost to Miami in 2006. I was really, really rooting for Dallas against evil Miami in 2011 after the decision, which has made me a LeBron hater to this day. And I'm not a forgiving hater, LeBron. I understand you haven't done anything wrong. You're a great role model. You're doing great for many people, blah, blah, blah. Still a hater here. As for this game, yeah, who cares? I guess I'm better because I have more pawns or something. Well, I don't have it. Volleyman is asking, do you follow tennis, Jan? No, not much. Fun Stuff is saying, NBA didn't go away. My G just got into gay porn. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it wasn't the NBA. Maybe it was just a change of hobbies over there. Banana Sleeve is saying, that one was the refs giving every call to Dwayne Wade. Wow! Mark Cuban is in the chat. Called Banana Sleeve. I do agree, of course. Dallas was robbed. Phoenix 89 is saying, hi everybody. Hard to argue with that. I'm playing a bit crappily here. Even though I have fully focused, as you can see. So I don't know why. But yeah, Eirik. Our boy Eirik. It's pretty serious drawing chances now. Knight c3, c4. Ugh. Eirik. ZESD is saying, but seriously, Aaron Gordon got robbed. That's for sure. Why is Aaron Gordon not a superstar, by the way? Is it because he wants to be LeBron when he should try to be Draymond Green? Is that the story? He's so gifted. Such athletic prowess. He's like if Anthony Wiggins cared about playing defense, and he's still not a superstar. Sorry, I don't even know if Anton Squared Me is still here. I'm still trying to hurt his feelings about Wiggins, even though Wiggins left his team, so he probably doesn't care anymore. He is still here, Anton Squared Me, saying, Divertus James Harden. Nobody got more calls his way than MJ. That's the debate. Nah, come on. Dwayne Wade 2006 did get a lot of calls. I'm a bit worried about the James Harden situation, because I was trash talking about James Harden in an interview with Magnus during Baden-Baden 2019. And that was before I knew that Daryl Morey is a huge chess fan and watches a lot of chess streams. So now I'm worried that I'm on Daryl Morey's mortal enemies list, just like Ryan Russillo, for criticizing James Harden's technique of jumping 3 meters ahead into the defender when he shoots a 3. So Daryl, if you're watching, please forgive me. Big fan of yours. Like, I'm about to say more bad things about Houston. That's not gonna repair my relationship with Mr. Morey. I don't know what to do anymore. Red Ribbon 3700 is saying, NBA playoffs are amazing. Regular season is meaningless. Yeah, kind of. I keep mainly because I'm dumb. I keep paying that NBA League Pass and then watch like 2 games in the regular season. And I guess I could wait for the playoffs to begin and then get it. But that would require canceling and resubscribing and that kind of stuff. So you're welcome, NBA League Pass. I know you are missing all that China money, so you still get mine. Thanks for the game, Ira Cassay. Anton Squareby is saying we should send him a mug. That will repair the relationship with Daryl Morey. I agree. But then I just made that missing the China money dig. So now we probably have to send him 2 mugs. Maybe a mug signed by me and you is not gonna do it anymore. We need some bigger names. Speaking of bigger names, not sure if I'm allowed to talk about this. It's probably not, so I won't talk about it. But we have some pretty big names coming in for the candidates. So that's gonna be fun. Let me play. Where my putzers at? I have all these strong challengers. You know what I like? I like my Fiancatinos out there. I feel my range is getting too polarized. Look at me with the poker talk. Oh, my range is too polarized. I need some mediocre hands in there. So next game I'm going to try to play like an 1800 player. That's the plan. Is this a thing, Fiancatino? You're blitzing out these moves so confidently. Nah, don't push me, because I'm close to the edge. Knight b8 back. Sleepy Mario is saying, Jan, when will the new interface be rolled out? I don't know. I guess it's close to beta or Beto. It's called beta, right? Beto is the former Democratic candidate. He probably should have done more beta testing before running for the presidency, no? I'm sure people have done that joke more eloquently than me. Anyway, I don't know, as usual. I think stuff is being done. Hot take. Woodrook 223 is saying, play me if you dare. I do not dare. Also, you're not a premium member, Woodrook. So even if I wanted to, which, let's face it, I really, really want to, wouldn't be able to. Gotta keep getting them checks, so gotta keep playing them premiums. Funstar is saying, I know one big name who would not be in the candidates, Maxima Schiller-Graf. See, big name. Yeah, maybe. No, it's not Maxime, but maybe. But no. Maybe. Can I play g4? A bit worried Fiancatino will checkmate me and I will look all silly. But at this point, should I really be worried about looking silly in front of tens of viewers after all these years, after hundreds of Banter Blitz shows? Don't checkmate me, Fiancatino. It would make me sad. And Anton squared me, who is a native English speaker. Oh, hang on, this looks dangerous. Is saying Bida is pronounced like Kida Bates Diop. Let's see if Jan can say the names of old Timberwolves. I have to admit, that name sounds familiar, but I would not be able to tell you very much about Kida Bates Diop. Maybe we can educate ourselves. Ah, shit, if I try to Google stuff, the board disappears. Maybe I can Google stuff here. Kida Bates Diop. Will he make me lose on time? Nah, 52 seconds, we're good. He's only 24 years old. Already a former Timberwolf. What happened to Kida? From Bloomington, Illinois. One of my favorite places in Illinois. Is it Illinois or Illinois? Probably Illinois. And Fiancatino resigns. Thanks for the game. That gives us more time for our Kida Bates Diop studies. Kida Bates Diop is an American professional basketball player for the Denver Nuggets. I had no idea he was on the Nuggets roster. See, I'm out of touch. Thanks. Thanks, Anton, for letting us know. Let's play MLEF0907. Dutch defender is asking, is Bangkok in China? That's a no, but I'm guessing it was missing the context. Baby Knight is saying, Jan, is the Bangkok still on? I guess you mean the Bangkok Open, or you just mean if Bangkok is still there. Given the dare of coronavirus, also misspelling coronavirus, I don't know. Like, don't you think it's overreacting a little bit if we count everything in Asia as corona territory? Also, a hot take. Maybe at this point I should clarify. I'm not a doctor, nor a virologist. Like, I'm not John McAfee or anything. I know nothing about viruses, but I'm not very scared of the coronavirus. Just so you know where I stand on the topic. Undisputed 29 is saying, could you play 1 f4? I could, but why would I? I could also punch myself in the face real hard, but why? Hang on, MLF is all going all theory on me here. I want a theoretical debate, MLF. Fun Stuff is saying, going to Denver in April, what to see? I have no clue, Fun Stuff. I've never been to Denver. But maybe you can just go to Nikola Jokic's house and wrestle him a little bit for fun. He is into wrestling. ZESD is saying, I think he means Bangkok in Bangkok. Wow, I think you're the first person ever who made a play on words on Bangkok and Bangkok. Well, what's gonna be coming next from your wordplay school mind? Are you gonna hit us with some Phuket fuck it material? I don't think we're ready. As for this position, I have a feeling I'm doing well, but I don't know what to do. Ayush26 is asking, what's the difference between Snowman and Snowwoman? Snowman is a very bad movie based on a Jo Nesbø book. Snowwoman is not. Olaf from Frozen and Frozen 2 is a snowman. It does not feature any snow women. And still, I would not accuse the Frozen franchise of sexism. See? We touch all the hot topics here. Do you guys think that the Elsa character is a lesbian or not? What are we talking about? Fish45 is saying, as long as you turn down the free adult beverage on those flights, the corona beer virus shouldn't be worried. Wow, more comedy gold. I think you can keep the virus bottle up just by sticking the lemon into the bottle. Okay, let's do more corona beer / coronavirus material. Also, I have this game on my phone called Plague Inc., which shows you the goal is to eradicate mankind as quickly as possible before they can deliver a cure with different viruses. And I usually call my virus the coronavirus. That's my contribution to hilarious wordplay when it comes to coronaviruses. So I've already destroyed the world with the coronavirus in many versions, as a fungus, as a virus, as bacteria. Corona has been killing them 7 billions in many a way. Shell Harald is asking, are you coming to Norway during the chess party, May 22nd? I don't know, I've heard about this chess party things. It combines the two things I dislike most though. Chess and parties, which usually means interacting with real people about chess. So it sounds horrible. They might make me go though. Funstuff is saying, CP insensitivity alert. Did I just get cancelled? What was the reason? What's CP? Chris Paul? Percy Hepworth is saying, work offered me a 6-month sabbatical to finish Jan's e4, e5 repertoire, but I had to tell them it wasn't long enough. Yeah, check it out, my Chessable course, chessable.com/Jan. I worked very hard on that. I think it's a pretty good repertoire. I don't want to name names, but at least, let's say 3 of the players in the upcoming candidates are studying my repertoire deeply, so I think they'll all play it. That's my theory. MLF. Baby Knight is saying, and now we need to send Max to Fabiano for upsetting him. Yeah, sorry. Does that upset him? No, I think he would enjoy it that I called my virus Corona, no? Even though I guess he's heard that joke a million times at this point. That's the problem with name jokes. Like, the person with the name usually does not find the joke as funny as we find it the second we think of it, because they might have heard it a million times before. Anton Squaremy is saying, Anish is just playing ping pong, so it's not him. Is there ping pong footage of Anish online? What did I miss? Why is this game still going? I've been playing so well. I put all this pressure on MLF. A candidate master. So he's a candidate to be a master. Funstyle is saying, chat has done that joke 100 times. Which one? Phoenix89 is saying, what has been said about Adams appearing behind Corona on cam? At this point, I really don't know anymore with these Fabi leaks. Are they orchestrated? Are they leaky? What's Mickey doing there? Maybe they're just buddies. Maybe they're hanging out. Are they studying the martial? I don't really know. And Anton Square is saying Anish's IG stories is just him talking about table tennis during his training camp. I really need to get on Instagram, right? I'm missing all this gold. Anish talking about table tennis. Because I'm not on the gram, as we call it. Don't I have more pieces, MLF? Can we wrap this up eventually? I have all these pieces. We don't believe you. You need more pieces. Gazelle Deer is saying, hi Jan, when's the next opening clinic? I recorded the next episode already. It's coming out Thursday, 5 p.m. CET. Sorry I missed last week, but I had a good reason. I was recording non-stop with my boys, Peter Heine Nielsen and Laurent Fressinet. I think we recorded 2 pretty cool series. One is a candidates preview where we ranked all the candidates according to many characteristics like hot or not, opening skills, understanding, calculation, that kind of stuff, and went over their strengths and weaknesses, their chances, if we like them or dislike them. We did that, and we did a look back at the 2008, older viewers might remember, the 2008 World Championship match between Kramnik and Anand, where Laurent was on Team Kramnik and Peter Heine was on Team Anand. So we got insights from both camps. And since, as we all know, Laurent and Peter Heine really don't get along, there was a lot of eye rolling. And I had to sit in the middle, just so things wouldn't get physical. Because Peter Heine is a very big man, and Laurent insisted that I was there for his safety. That's a lie, but that we did the series is nothing but true. Oh, Mr. Dodgy showing up. Your Highness, Mr. Dodgy, 45 minutes late. Mr. Day Job. We even announced the show like 2 hours in advance, 3 hours in advance. He's still not here. At this point. I don't know what to say anymore. Made new friends. Undisputed 29 is asking, when do the series come out? I'm not sure, to be honest. There's the Chess 24 anniversary thing next Monday, when we'll have Banter Blitzes and stuff. There's a big series coming out. I'm not sure if ours, maybe the candidates preview will be ready for that. The other one, the World Championship 2008 series, I'm not sure. It will all be out for the candidates for sure, but how the masterminds at Chess 24 schedule the releases, also the post-production, je ne sais pas. But they'll be coming. Joka05 is saying E4. Undisputed 29 is saying, I really like the one on the World Chess Championship 2018. Yeah, the one on the 2008 stuff is similar, just it's 10 years more dated. But at least this time we have insights from both camps. So there's that. Also, those were some good games. I forgot how well Wishy played in that match, spoiler alert. Mr. Dodgy is saying, who knew there was post-production? That's just an excuse for me being too lazy to write descriptions for a series. You know how it is. Hang on, did I play the Berlin? A6. A6, good move. Ugh, stupid hand wanting to develop that knight. Jake Lones saying post-production upload to YouTube. No, not with the premium series things. There it's upload to Chess 24. But yeah. Feggy is saying, did Jan attend the funeral? No. I mean, I have attended funerals in my life, but not today. So I'm not sure if Feggy's question was of a more general nature or referring to my attire today. Come on, I don't know Berlin stuff. Don't test me on critical stuff, Joker. That's not very nice. I guess I'm supposed to take on d4 here. Monsieur Laurent Frassinet, the great video series on the Berlin. But let's keep it real. I didn't watch it, so I have no clue what to do. Knight f5 is tempting, but then bishop takes c7. It's probably not ideal. I don't know. Should I go back? That looks horrible. Let's do it anyway. Gay Pawn is saying, Jan does seem more upbeat than usual. We can change that, Gay Pawn. Existential angst, crushing anxiety, deep depression is always just around the corner. Don't you worry. Jake Lones is saying, who can stay awake during a video about Berliners? It's an excellent opening. I should learn it one day. Here I guess I'm a tempo down on some normal stuff. Feels like I'm down moves. And Monsieur Niels recently got a great position against Ali Reza and something similar to this, no? Joker 05. Who knew that he had busted the Berlin in his spare time? I really just misclicked. I don't know anything about knight f6. Sleepy Mario is saying, did they even play 1e4 in the Anand Kramnik match? They did in game number 11. That's all the info I will share at this point. Now I recall why I never played the Berlin. It's so dull. Boredom mixed with moments of terror. Is that the definition of the Berlin? Or was it something else? Also, this Joker guy is playing extremely well. At a very even pace, so I'm very scared. Very, very scared. And very unhappy. Johnny Starbuck 134 is saying, have you seen the show Yellowstone yet? Nope. Should I? What's that about? Feggy is saying, yeah, I've seen Bad Banks. Great stuff. That's a German show, right? I haven't seen it. I've seen what's called Skylines. That's the last German show I watched. I heard Bad Banks was decent. It was about investment bankers, right? Which sounds very boring. Some offense to the millions of investment bankers watching the show. But if you say it's good, Faggy, then I will go straight home and watch Bad Banks. Ugh. What a hoot this Berlin defense is. They don't call it the Berlin for nothing. I'm extremely bored. Let's exchange queens to Joker. What a game. Fish45 is saying Babylon Berlin was the last German show I saw. Actually, Jerks was the last German show I saw. Jerks is fantastic. And if you are familiar with the German language and you like Curb Your Enthusiasm style humor, watch Jerks. It's, together with Stromberg, it's up there on the Olympus of best German stuff I've ever seen. Jake Lones is saying, what is the best German movie you have ever seen, Jan? What's it called? Ooh, I should stop using this Google. It's called, I always forget the title, unfortunately. It's called Victoria. Highly recommended. Oh, I also don't have time because I'm talking about other stuff and not making any moves. against Joker in this incredibly boring game. He's now offering me a draw. Not gonna happen, Joker boy. Did I finally blunder Queen e5? Nah, I still have Queen f6. Hard to blunder. Too hard here. But I'm getting there. Ugh. I'm gonna lose. Could have taken on f6 first. And I will have to be nothing but gracious about it and compliment Joker for his expert strategy of luring me to sleep with his choice of line. And then converting. I won't even be able to complain with a straight face. I'll still complain, obviously. But I won't be able to keep a straight face. Can I do this? Let's spice it up. Is that spicing it up? Is it just losing? Losing would not be great. Spicing it up would be okay. BA, A6, A3. No, I'm not winning that race. Nope. I'm gonna lose his very even pace. Will pay off, which, yeah. Stood no chance. Blah, blah, blah. Usual thinly veiled hints at my unhappiness about this game. 93. Yeah, this is not great. A lot of puny humans would just have taken these pawns first. But no! Don't really need to. 26. Ah, that's good strategy. Yeah. Good game, Joker. Yeah. I'm annoyed. I'm not sure there was anything wrong. I'm mainly just annoyed. Well played, sir. Let's play more games. Should I be annoyed about that one? It's so hard to tell. Let me play. I don't know. I want to play some 1900 guy. Let me find one. Can't find one. Then I'll play maybe Nilsi instead. So what chat did I miss? The bad banks thing is based on Deutsche Bank? That's a pretty bad bank, right? Lula Run gets a mention, as best German movie. Yeah, those are the two that people always say, no? Das Leben der anderen und Lola rennt. Yeah. 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 And Jake Lones is saying, is it better than Ein Freund von mir? Wow, that's very niche. I've seen Ein Freund von mir. That's Jürgen Vogel, Daniel Brühl. I'm not sure that's in the conversation. No, Victoria is probably good. Percy Hepworth is saying, sometimes I think Jan makes that stuff up as he goes along. Opening clinic indeed. Ich verstehe nicht. Uhmud Atta Akbar is saying, hello Jan, if you want to play 2900, I'm here. No, I'm too scared at 2900. That's amazing. Congratulations on all your chess achievements, sir. Can I take on d4? I guess I can. Fun Stuff is saying, do Germans make noir? I don't know. Germans, me included. Maybe I am more German than I like to admit. Are addicted to negativity. So that would mix well with the noir genre. But I don't think there is a big German school of noir movies. There's a series which is literally called Dark, which, spoiler alert, for our non-French speaking French, I think is what noir means. Mind blown. But other than that, I'm not sure I'm very familiar with the German noir genre. Also, I'm in trouble again. Ugh. I have opened the floodgates to losing all these games, which will tilt me, still does tilt me after all these years. So how can I stop that? Nelsie. Nelsie. Don't say a good move, so I'll make a bad one. Ugh, I don't want to lose. The Mechaniac is saying, any comments on Kamsky? I don't know, like what type? I heard he had a great match yesterday. Great banter, great chessing, great everything. I haven't seen it, to be honest. Uhmud Atakba is saying, isn't he said he want to play 2900? I'm sorry, I didn't want to sarcasm. Sorry, I didn't mean to ironic anybody. No, I said I was looking for 1900 because I was looking for someone in the middle of the spectrum because I feel I was either only playing very strong players or low-rated players. So I was looking for someone in the middle, but I meant no offense. Also, private note, I am trying to dial down a little on the sarcasm, which is tough for me because it comes very natural to me. But you don't make friends with sarcasm. You just hurt feelings. And you don't even feel that smart about yourself for your fluent use of the language of sarcasm. So I'm trying to dial it down, but it doesn't come natural to me. I just like to ironic. Mr. Dodgy is saying, I can't sound genuine about anything. Sorry to hear, Mr. Dodgy. I should mention that I'm not a medical doctor, so I'm not sure I am qualified to give advice. But would be better if I had some snarky advice now, but I don't. I haven't thought that through. Okay, Jan, no more sarcasm. Mr. Dorji, are you alright? What do you want to talk about it? Listen, if you need a friend, if you want to talk through about everything, like, I don't know, this mind-crushing darkness and cold that you're living in, the absence of other real people, non-digital people in your life, I'm here for you, anytime. I can't promise that I will have answers to all your questions, but I can promise that I always will have an open ear, and I would be honored if you let me know what's wrong with you, because we have been wondering. I don't know. That's as close to genuine as I can get, and people would probably say that didn't sound very genuine. Who are these people? What else can I inform you that you're very eager to know? This morning on the way here, I listened to the Rewatchables podcast about Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. There you go. A lot of stuff I did not know about that movie. Did you know that Steve McQueen was supposed to be in the Robert Redford role, but they could not agree on who would get first billing? And then they tried to come up with some compromise. Like, I don't know, half of the posters, McQueen's name will be on top, the other half, Paul Newman will be on top. McQueen said, F that. In those words. He literally said, F that. And he was out. Redford got the part. So, that's how I spent my time. Speaking of spending my time, watching the days go by, feeling so small, I stare at the wall, hoping that you think of me too. That's right, I grew up with Roxette. I only have like 38 seconds left. Just not a lot of time. 26 seconds. Turns out that's not more time than what we started with. Position is quite good, but the time situation is somewhat concerning. Time to put my blitz hat on. The question is, when is he going to play bishop takes a3? That will be the moment. I cannot pre-move. Ugh. Come on, Jan. Hang in there. There was some tilting last move. Ayush26 is saying, Jan, what are your views on recent game between Vidit and Firouzja? Well, Vidit was winning after 12 moves. No, that probably wasn't ideal for Firouzja. These queen b6, queen b2s are very dangerous in these exchange slides. Alright, more chess. What's the time? Oh, we still have like 3 good games in us. Fish45 is saying, has Radio Jan lost his aviator sunglasses and now too busy looking for them too? And I don't know, maybe it's gonna make a comeback one day. There is surely a lot of piled up rage. Feggy is saying, okay, Jan, I suffer from a bore out. Any suggestions? I don't know. I'm still pondering this making friends idea, but I don't know how. And there is this sarcasm problem that I have, which even costs me the existing friends I used to have. So I don't know. Funstuff is saying sarcasm plus deprecation equals crying. Plus self-deprecation equals crying? I see. Drawbreaker is saying sarcasm is the reason why I'm premium. Oof, I don't know. I don't think you guys are healthy for me at this point of my life. Also, this H4 is what Magnus did, right? I don't know stuff. Come on. I can't be supposed to know all these things. Short castle, is that also what he did? Probably, right? Ilya Joker. Ilya Joker with the homework. Bringing the prep. I don't know. Do they go here? This move looks insane. Not sure. Probably they don't go there. I don't get this move. I think I've seen this idea somewhere. This has not come from the depth of my mind. But it does look weird. Queen C1, very defensive play by Ilya. I don't know how to play the Grunfeld. Maxi boy, are you watching? What am I supposed to do here? Svidler. Probably not this. Bombay Ace is saying sarcasm is the body's natural defense against stupidity. I don't know. It's a problem for me after all these years. It's my natural gear, but it really doesn't help. Sitting in these business meetings, people are saying stuff I don't agree with. Instead of, politely voicing that maybe there is another way to do things, I just turn to biting sarcasm. H6, FU, Lila 0. We didn't have to deal with all these silly H-pawns on H6 before you came around. Now every game H6. Gay Pawn is saying, it's an interesting point about sarcasm though. Yeah, I'm not kidding about that. I guess it really is quite antisocial. Yeah, you don't make a lot of friends with the sarcasm. People, even if you're right and your sarcasm is coming from an understandable place, it's not a way to make friends. Why am I down on time again? A5 looks ridiculous. Not sure about knight g4, but didn't want to. B6 was a bit slow though. Ugh. Don't know what to do, so panic mode it is. Sorry, I gotta speed up a little bit. I don't want to lose this one. Ugh, that was not a great pre-move. I have to learn that en passant is not a forced thing. Somehow, I think that's a pre-move leak that happens to me quite often. Which, yeah, it's not ideal. Yeah, I don't like my chances here. Good game, Ilya Joker. Okay, let's not embarrass ourselves. Too late, you could argue. What are we talking about? Gay porn is saying, I think it was popularized by Friends. Chandler? You think Chandler from Friends invented sarcasm? Is that statement sarcasm? I don't know. Dutch Defender is saying, sarcasm is for people who are on the verge of losing the discussion. No, that I agree with. No, that I disagree with. I use it because I feel smarter than everyone else, and I feel that giving my genuine opinion is kind of boring, so I put it through my sarcasm filter to voice my displeasure with their position, which once again, not a great way to make friends. Mr. Dodgy is saying, one cannot lose a discussion. Funster is saying, tell them sarcasm is the USP for Chess24 Empire. Yeah, I agree. I think sarcasm is probably a better quality to have on camera than in real life. But as much as I like to think this is a character, and in a way it is, because camera Jan is actually more social than real life Jan. They're still very connected, and I find it, I've really been struggling switching off the sarcasm, which is not great. All right, I don't know, all this unironic talk about sarcasm makes me very anxious. So let's go back to chess commentary. E6, A6, the system used by Vishy Anand in his 2012 World Championship match against Boris Gelfand. Team Anna had prepared this setup, which is slightly offbeat, very deeply, and had no problems in the first couple black games. But then Anand played it once too many times, and Boris Gelfand won a very nice game with pawn to c5, taking the lead in that match. Anand managed to equalize in the very next game, but he would not repeat this e6, a6 setup. b3 used to be the main line before c5, but the lines around bishop to b4, bishop d2 have proved to be very resilient from black's point of view. Still, there is scope for white ideas as well. For example, Levon Aronian won a fantastic game against Magnus Carlsen in this very line with b3, using the cunning novelty bishop c2, couple moves down the stretch. Therefore, e6, a6 remains a respectable system, but it has never quite reached mainline status. And I personally would not recommend the move a6 in this position. I believe knight bd7 offers the same upside without the downside that could come with moving the a-pawn, arguably a little prematurely. Drawbreaker is saying, even this enthusiastic chess commentary feels sarcastic. And it is. That's my problem. We're back to sarcasm. I'm still good at it. Or good, but I can still do the chess commentary. Everything I said was kind of true. But it's true. I can't say it like with a straight face, like I mean it or I care about it. Which is a problem, because people... There's a sarcasm problem. There's also the problem that people can feel it if your heart is not in the chess commentary. I do enjoy the commentary, but the interest in chess sometimes I struggle with. And I really feel the world needs to hear my genius takes about movies and comedy. But does the world need to hear my takes about chess? I don't know. The problem is the world doesn't want to hear my takes about movies and comedy. So here I am, using chess as a hook to talk about what I want to talk about. But I think people have seen through that and found people that really want to talk about chess instead. Did that make sense? Not sure. As for this game, I'm going to win because I'm much better at chess than Undisputed 29. That's what's going to happen. Funstar is saying, Jan, you're being too cute. That is something I don't hear all that often, even though, thank you, I guess. Metaphysician X is saying, Jan, you're pretty funny on any subject. I agree. Just spread the word. Because I'm too lazy to spread it. The word. Which is another problem about this kind of arrogance, being slightly older, losing curiosity that I feel, okay, come on, it's really not part of my job to act like a teenager on social media and yell out about all my fun activities. Like tweet, hey guys, just wanted to let you know Banter Blitz 208 is about to start. Come to Chess24 and challenge Jan. Hope to see you there. Hashtag C24 Live. I feel, and that's not good. It's really bad, actually. It's not asking too much to do that stuff. But I always feel people should show up anyway because I'm so funny, which really is, it's not a healthy attitude to have. And by people, I mean you people. All right, has this been cathartic? Cathartic, is that word? They're destroying my little office here. What are you guys doing? I'm sure they know what they're doing. Gay Porn is saying, I think it was the World Championship where you and Svidler started talking about farting people off the table as a tactic, and one of the premium subscribers got quite annoyed. That's the one thing we want to avoid. Annoying them premiums, because as we all know, if you subscribe to a website, you can decide what they do on that website. That is how it works. But on the farting topic, I think Svidler is generally not too thrilled when I bring up the topic of farting and who is a fartier man. Like, if we learned anything from Dwight Howard, is that farting also not a great way to make friends. It's similar to sarcasm in that way. Fish45 is saying, Jan, you and Peter should start a new video series that are movie reviews with guests, like Nigel with a glass of wine. Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts about Jojo Rabbit. Faggy is saying, did you just say gay porn? No, I said gay porn. That's Chess24 premium user, gay porn. I would never make puns about, I don't know, destroying the black pawn up here and trying to... No, the U-pawn jokes only work if Yu Yang Yi is playing. So, I'm not even going to go there. So no, gay porn, I said. P-A-W-N. Just with my strong German accent. It all sounds the same. But yeah. Now that I've finished his Pornhub, the game is over. Took a while to finish the Pornhub, but I did it. Russell James McLean, yeah, clip that, is saying, let's play, custom. This is going to be some nonsense, right? Is this the normal starting position? I don't trust these custom challenges. Undisputed29 is saying, thanks for the game, Jan. Thank you. Mr. Dodger is saying, oh God, it's only Tuesday. It feels Wednesday-ish, right? Also, is CP countered here? He normally likes my pawn material. Russell James McLean is not here. That's too bad. What else should I plug? On Friday, I'll be doing my next blindfold Banter Blitz. I do play much better in blindfold Banter Blitz because I'm forced to pay attention. So watch that, then you can see, oh, silly Jan, who's losing to everybody who can move the pieces around, is great at chess. Who would have thought? At least that's the goal. The problem is I'm going to lose this competition to Laurent Frassinet, who, as we all know, is a horrible chess player, but he's an amazing blindfold player. I have to admit, with a very heavy heart. He's better at blindfold blitz than me. And I think, yeah, we wanted to do, what was it, 6 hours each, and then see who has the higher rating. I already did 3 hours. I have a decent blitz rating, like 24.50 or something, but I think Laurent is ahead of me. And I'm afraid I'm going to lose that race. But yeah, check that out. Opening clinic Tuesday, Chess 24 anniversary. How long has it been? It feels like 16 years. No, probably like 6th anniversary, 5th, something along those lines. Who's Keeping Count is on Monday. There will be all kinds of fun Banter Blitz shows, including one with the great Peter Svidler. Blah, blah, blah. Stuff is happening in Chess 24 land. Of course, it's all a build-up to the candidates. Let's play Fat and Old. That's the name I can relate to. E4. It's Caro-Kann time. So what else can we talk about? Maybe some light topic to end the show. What's happening to the Boy Scouts? They had to declare bankruptcy because they could not cover all the abuse cases anymore. Maybe that's a fun topic to talk about. Does anybody know more? Sounds like no one knows more. It's a pity. And Bishop F4, I go here. General BS is saying, yeah, I'm looking forward to your opening clinic part 2. You did a great job on part 1. Thank you. If you liked season 25 part 1, may I recommend to you season 1 till 24, on which I also did a great job. See, that's another character flaw of mine. Someone says something nice, like General BS, and instead of just taking the compliment saying thank you, I have to do a snarky plug like, how dare you complimenting me for that episode when I've done so many others. I apologize, General BS. I'm trying to become a better person. It's a journey for me. Maybe it will require me taking some time off, spending time with my family, and instead of talking so much, just to listen to people's complaints. Hopefully I can do that in Thailand. Remuse is saying, the word you speak fast, your English is too fluently. Thank you. See? Mr. Dodgy Chess is saying, announce when you'll announce the candidates, commentators. I don't think I'm allowed to yet, but it's going to be big. Not Notorious B.I.G. because he's dead, but it's going to be big names. Speaking of Notorious B.I.G., we're like building this cooler studio room next to this studio where I'm in. I'm thinking we should get a Biggie wallpaper where he's wearing the crown, like the one he's wearing in Luke Cage Season 1. Do you think that's a good background for chess videos? Because I'm not sure I have a majority, even though obviously I'm right. But that comes back to our earlier sarcasm discussion. It's not enough to be right. You also need to convince people. Drawbreaker is saying, problem is you start to think that others are also sarcastic while praising. That is another problem, that if you become too sarcastic, you start smelling sarcasm anywhere. everywhere. Sometimes it's just, someone being nice. Sleepy Mario is saying, I think you should get a real-life picture of Jan Timmans throwing up after a huge night as the background. Also not a bad idea. Prethia saying, here's an interesting topic. Who thought it is a wise idea to close every shop at 8 p.m. in Germany? I don't know, like... I agree, it's not ideal from a consumer's perspective. It's no longer like 8 p.m. everything. There's a bunch of supermarkets that are open till midnight and so on. But being from Hamburg, which is a city with 2 million inhabitants, I also find it comically tough to get stuff at night. Well, I'm used to many other cities where you just walk to whatever store at whatever time of day. Thailand, wherever you are, there will be a 7-Eleven within 100 meters. That's open, not from 7 to 11, but 24/7. And we don't have that kind of thing. We only have the petrol stations, which often are not nearby. Often they do not have good stuff. It's overpriced. So, yeah, I agree. Consumer-wise, it's not very friendly. I'm sure someone put some thought into it, unlike me playing A5, and decided, we need to protect the people so that they don't have to work through the nights. And I do think their thoughts were not with a great th, because that's the German weakness. We can say all the words, but we cannot pronounce them like the English. Yes, this is correct. Sleepy Mario is saying, Hamburg has 2 million people. It might be bigger than Amsterdam then. Yep, it's much bigger than Amsterdam. But you Americans, I'm just going to assume you're American, you have only heard of Amsterdam because of all the weed, and of Munich because of all the beer. So I'm not blaming you. Amsterdam is a nice city. Not hating here, just clarifying. Hamburg pretty big. Being outplayed here by Fat and Old. Fat and Old will get us all. Erft 64 saying, plan your purchases so you don't need to shop at night. Oh, I should say that with a German accent. That sounds very German. Plan your purchases. It's very hard to say with a German accent because there's no th in it. And my only go-to German thing is to bungle the th, which comes natural to me. But he is confessing that he's German. Say, that is the most German thing anyone has ever said. Plan your purchases so you don't need to go at night. You're not wrong. It's just, fulfilling the stereotype. Max Strike is saying, Hamburg is just famous for their burgers anyway. Yeah, that goes back to my earlier point about this name humor. You can assume, normally, when you think of that great pun about Hamburg and hamburgers, that people from Hamburg will probably have heard one or two versions of that joke through their lifetime. So that's often, it's the same with name jokes. That, often not that funny to the recipient. Which is a problem I have. I'm not hating on your hamburgers joke. It's a problem I have because it's so tempting to come up with clever puns for people's names. Or not that clever. Goryachkina, Skormachkina. It's not that funny. But it's hard to stop. Funstuff is saying, when Jan Channel as a stereotypical German comes across as a French revolutionary. Yeah, there is some French in my fake German accent. C5, can I take? Next strike is saying, I mean, if we're talking about common jokes, you can't really link Amsterdam with weed either. But I didn't. I was going after Super Mario for only having heard of Amsterdam because of the weed and of Munich because of the Oktoberfest. Going after is a bit strong. Going after is the wrong word. That is my point, sir. Mr. Dodgy Chess is saying, yes, everyone there is called Frank. What is that? Is that? Ah, it's a Frankfurt joke. I was a bit worried. Stuff got dark and that was an Amsterdam joke. But okay, Frankfurt joke we can live with. Sleepy Mario is saying, the Netherlands is the capital of Amsterdam, right? No, you're just trying to ironic your way out of this situation. It's not gonna work, Sleepy Mario. We see right through it. Even though I'm very confused about the Hague Amsterdam capital situation, if we have any Dutch viewers, maybe you could clarify that for us. Next strike is saying Amsterdam is the country capital. Hague is just government buildings, yeah? I don't know. I always thought of The Hague as the country's capital. But I could be biased because Anish Giri is living in The Hague. And to me, Anish is like the mayor of the Netherlands. I should end this show. We're way over time. But I did not announce last game yet. So, last game. Let's play a noob. By noob, I mean someone I've never played before. Ugh. Why does the screen keep moving? That's my boy, Ham Sandwich. Jake Loans is saying, Jan, we don't have a capital in our constitution. Are you Dutch, Jake Loans? We can probably figure this out, right? Netherlands capital. Amsterdam. Who knew? You could argue all the people that said Amsterdam in chat knew. Why are there two capitals in the Netherlands? The Netherlands is characterized by the two capitals, Amsterdam and The Hague. Amsterdam became the official capital of independent Netherlands in 1814, after the defeat of the French. Boom. The Hague is the administrative center of the Netherlands, housing both the government and the court. There you go. Thanks for all the explanations. Sleepy Mario is saying, no, there are not two capitals. Are you saying the internet is lying? Oh, another good question. Is it the Netherlands or Holland? The official name of the country is the Kingdom of the Netherlands. King Willem-Alexander is the king of the nation. Holland actually only means two provinces of North Holland and South Holland. However, the name Holland is often used when all of the Netherlands is meant. That is very true. Which countries are in the Netherlands? That's a question from an American Googler. The four constituent countries of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. The Kingdom of the Netherlands is made up of four constituent countries. The Netherlands, Aruba, Curaçao, and St. Martin. Wow, we've learned something today. I've been to Curaçao. I don't think I've been to Aruba. Aruba, Jamaica. Oh, is it Jamaica? Probably not. I will not take her. Is that Kokomo? Probably it's Kokomo. Do I want to go knight e4? Alright, so the Kingdom of the Netherlands. That's important information for me as Dutch chess team captain. Does that mean that I can get guys from Aruba, Curacao and Sint Maarten to play for the Dutch national team? Do they have their own national teams? What's the situation there? Camerooni84 is saying, hey Jan, it would be awesome if you could make a Ruy Lopez repertoire on Chessable for white. Come on, I spent a lot of time making a Ruy Lopez or an e4, e5 repertoire on Chessable for black, but with white, I'm not an e4 player, because the pawn on e4, I'm not sure if you noticed, is not defended, and I like to have my pawns defended. Like my boy here, Ham Sandwich, who has d4, covered many a time. Because, as we all know, and as we can see here by bishop takes h4, if stuff isn't defended, it might get captured and you can't recapture. Or, as John Nunn put it so eloquently, LPDO, loose pieces drop off. Therefore, e4 is not a move I endorse, and I will not do. e4 repertoire series. Who knows about d4 stuff in the distant future? But e4, not my area of expertise. Ham Sandwich resigns. Sorry, Ham Sandwich. Thanks for the game. And that brings us to the end of today's show. I believe we've covered all the topics. It's been a great pleasure. I hope we can all agree. Sarcasm is bad, okay? Then again, if I lose my sarcasm, what do I have left? 2450 blitz skills? Is that something to write home about? I do have a lot of knowledge about Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. So maybe that's that. Thank you guys so much for watching. There's gonna be more stuff happening this week. There's the anniversary next week and all of that. Lots of video series in the pipeline on good old Chess24. So check that out.